Hi guys, my name is Bas and welcome to my very first SPSS tutorial video. I've been a statistics and particularly SPSS student teacher at the Vrije Universiteit of Amsterdam for over 3 years now, in which I've taught many students the art of SPSS. And YouTube is filled with tutorial videos, but none of them are exactly the way I would want them to be. And therefore I decided, okay, it's time to make my own SPSS tutorial videos. And in these tutorial videos, I'll keep them fairly short, so they are only about one topic or maybe two. So they'll be fairly short and easy to follow. And in these, I'll show you step by step how SPSS works. Because it might seem like a really difficult software program, but it's actually not. I often call it Excel on steroids, because there are 1,000 functions. But it's often not that hard because you only use a few of the functions. Like the options are endless, but you don't need that many of them. And I'll show you. I'll introduce you to the main functions of SPSS. How do you use them? How does it work? What are the settings? What are the options? And I'll do so step by step in a clear order. Students of the Vrije Universiteit of Amsterdam will probably recognize the dataset that I'm using, since I'll also be using them in the course I'll be a teacher of. But these tutorials will also be very helpful for other students, like they are not limited to Vrije Universiteit students at all. So let's assume that you've already downloaded an SPSS file and that you've already installed the program on your computer. I mean, you can look up tutorials to do that. Then at first you just start up SPSS, as I'm doing right here. And it will slowly but surely open. How long it takes depends on how fast your computer is. You can close this window. You can always close it. It's not relevant. Okay, so this is your main screen, the dataset. And right now none of them is opened, but I've assumed that you've downloaded a dataset which you will be using. So you press File, Open, and then a dataset. And then you'll go to where you've select the dataset you've downloaded. For example, for me it's a social science dataset. And you press Open. Then it opens, and you can enlarge the window again. And this is the dataset which you will be using. Now, besides opening this window, you'll see that another window because this is your dataset, but another window has opened. This is the output screen. And what the screen means, I'll discuss in the next video. For now, I'll keep it fairly short. What we're going to do for now is that you choose the correct settings, which is going to be important. So you go to the upper left, you press Edit, then Options, and then you'll see multiple tabs over here. And what you first do is that in the General tab, you have Variable Lists. And instead of display labels, you choose display names. And then you go to the output tab, and at the outline labeling, choose names and labels. Over here as well, values and labels. Over here, names and labels. And over here, values and labels. And you press Apply. Yes, and then press OK. And then press OK. These are the options you are using. Why do we do that? Because in this way it will be really easy for you to interpret the data. If you only choose labels, it will be fairly difficult to kind of understand what you are seeing. But by choosing names and labels, it will be really easy for you to interpret the data. You only have to select these options once on the computer you're using or on your laptop, so it will automatically save it. So the next time you start up SPSS, it will have these options again. So you don't have to change them every time. Okay, so this is how you open SPSS, open a data set, and choose the correct options. And that will be it for now. And you're probably like, oh my god, that was so easy. And yes, it actually is. And we'll discuss more in the next tutorial. So yes, this was the first Baspss tutorial. And see you guys around.